The CEO of the country's largest lumber company just said something incredible. He said that today it's more profitable for them to build data centers on their land than it is for them to grow and harvest lumber.
We have a number of sites that we feel are very well suited for data center build outs. The price per acre from data centers is pretty significant and just an extraordinary margin above timber values.
Weyerhaeuser is the largest lumber company in the US, and they're also the country's largest landowner, owning more land in the US than any other entity by a long shot. Well, recently, Weyerhaeuser held an investor call to talk about their earnings from the second quarter and to answer analysts' questions. And the CEO made some incredible comments about the future of the company, and it has very little to do with producing more lumber. You see, there's a gold rush happening right now, and AI and data centers are taking over everything. And Weyerhaeuser is no different. Normally, the success or failure of a lumber company depends upon demand from the housing market. When a lot of homes are being built, there's a huge demand for lumber, but the housing market right now has been stagnant for years, and demand for lumber is low. Now, there is a ton of building going on right now with all of the data centers that are being built across the country, but these are industrial buildings that mostly are built using steel and concrete and don't use a lot of lumber. So what does a lumber company have to do with data centers and AI? Well, it's not about lumber, I'll tell you that. Now, to explain, I want to play you a clip from their earnings call. First, let's hear a question that came from one of the analysts on the call.
Evan, a pretty big picture question. Normally housing is the drivers for you for sure. Right now we're going through this massive spend, but it's on AI infrastructure. Are there ways that you are participating at all? And are there ways that you could possibly increase participation from this massive spend going on?
And here's how the CEO responded to the question.
Yeah, absolutely, Mark. And so I'll highlight a few different areas. So in the very near term, one of the areas that we're going to benefit is from our solar and renewables business. I think when you look across all of North America, certainly in the US, the amount of energy demand is just spiking. And so that's causing a significant degree of interest in developing, in particular, solar, because that's the fastest to market. So that's going to be a nice tailwind for us for a very long time, is just the incremental demand for electricity, and we'll get that in the renewables business. You're already starting to see some of that.
So a lot of people may not know this, but Weyerhaeuser grants easements to energy companies who put up wind turbines and solar panels. And in 2025, they made about $124 million from that business. And that's what he's talking about here. But then he went on to say this.
The second one is with our land position. We're obviously the largest landowner in North America. We have a number of sites that we feel are very well suited for data center build outs. And so we are actively marketing a handful of sites and we're building that pipeline. So that's another area where I think in the relatively near future, we could see some upside. As you would expect, the price per acre from data centers is pretty significant and just an extraordinary margin above timber values. And so we're actively pursuing that.
So think about what he's saying here. He's saying that it is far more profitable for them to build data centers on their land than it is to grow and harvest lumber. That's for a lumber company. That's incredible. And what it means is that they may start bulldozing their timberland in order to build data centers. It's kind of depressing if you think about it. But here's the thing, it's their land. We're not talking about federal land or national forest land. This is timberland that they themselves own. For the most part, they can do what they want with it, and finding the most profitable use for their biggest resource just makes good business sense. But what do you think? Now, I know there's a lot of strong opinions out there on data centers. And so I want to know, do you see this as a positive thing or is this a negative thing? Would building a data center in the forest away from human settlements be a good idea, or would the environmental cost just be too much? I always love my comment section because there's a lot of great discussion. You guys often bring up some great points that I hadn't considered. Now, here's one other thing to keep in mind, and that is that while Weyerhaeuser is the largest landowner in North America, there are tons of other landowners throughout the country that may want to get in on the data center action as well, especially with log prices being as low as they are. It may make sense for some of these landowners to bulldoze their trees and sell out to a data center. And I predict that we're going to see a lot of that over the next few years. That is assuming that it all doesn't come crashing down before then. That isn't the only thing that Weyerhaeuser is doing though. They have a whole strategy around AI and it's kind of incredible. In fact, they've even hired a former Amazon Alexa executive to lead their AI efforts. But before I tell you about that, I want to tell you about this video's sponsor. So with 4 kids, my life runs on 2 things: snacks and last-minute surprises. And nothing throws off my day faster than realizing someone needs a doctor's appointment, like right now. A while back, my son needed a sports physical. Simple, quick, no big deal. Except our regular doctor was booked out for weeks for just a physical. That's the moment when I realized how much time I waste trying to schedule appointments the old-fashioned way. Calling around, sitting on hold, getting told the next available appointment is, and then mentally aging like 10 years. ZocDoc, today's sponsor, fixes all of that. Instead of phone tag, you just open the ZocDoc app and search local in-network doctors. You can read real patient reviews, look through detailed profiles, and the part that actually matters, see real appointment times you can book instantly. It's fast, it's simple, and it's free to use. So if you've been putting off your own appointments, or you're constantly dealing with kid chaos like I am, click the link in my description to find a doctor using ZocDoc. Taking care of your health just got easier. Head to ZocDoc.com/DIY with Dave and finally check that appointment off your list. All right, so in addition to their newfound data center strategy, Weyerhaeuser is also integrating AI directly into their business. And the way that they're doing it is incredible. On their investor call, one of the analysts asked about what they call their enterprise initiatives. These are essentially the things that they're investing money in to grow the business. Here's that question.
Devin, at the Investor Day, you identified $180 million in enterprise initiatives for the company. Obviously, that comprises a lot of individual projects and programs. But I'm just wondering if you could give any sort of update there.
And then here is how the CEO responded.
Yeah, the good news about those enterprise initiatives is that for the most part, they're not really expensive to move forward with. So look, if I kind of look at the different buckets there, I'm really pleased with how this is coming along. We've got a lot of activity going on the AI front. We're in the early stages of some of these things, but we're starting to see a little bit of the money flow in from that. We got a whole host of projects in the AI space that we're really excited about. And so I'd say that is progressing, at or even perhaps better than we expected pace.
Okay, so he's saying here that they have a whole host of projects in the AI space. But what is he actually talking about? Well, some of it is basic stuff. For example, they're using AI to optimize mill equipment and truck routes. This will lead to lower costs and higher efficiencies. Then some of it gets much more complex. For example, Weyerhaeuser is building a full digital model of its timberlands using satellite imagery, drones, and LiDAR. And that's all in an effort to optimize harvests and replanting. They'll eventually be able to get down to the level of a single tree to understand how it's growing and when the best time to harvest it would be. Now, to me, this is all fascinating, and you can imagine a scenario where billions of individual trees are all tracked. They expect that they'll be able to identify tree size, tree species, and spacing. They think that they'll be able to monitor seedling survival rates and do it in terrain that would normally be really difficult for foresters to access directly. And you can see how this could benefit them. They'll be able to do more with less. They'll be able to ensure that every tree is grown in optimal conditions and harvested at the optimal time. This could help reduce costs, increase their yield, and perhaps more importantly, increase the quality of their lumber. It could help them with conservation efforts and could even open new markets. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but in 2023, the European Union passed a deforestation law that requires, among other things, that any wood or wood-based products sold in the EU be traceable back to the exact plot of land where it was harvested. This is an incredible burden for most companies, and using old methods is just nearly impossible. But with this kind of new AI technology and tracing, the EU market is wide open for a company like Weyerhaeuser. Another really important initiative is the semi-autonomous tree harvesters that they're experimenting with, including remote operated skidders. Now, this can make harvesting timber safer, more efficient, more exact, and cheaper. A single operator from, 300 miles away could operate multiple pieces of machinery at the same time. And AI can help you identify the exact trees in the forest to harvest, and they can go out and get it done. Now, in some ways, this kind of reminds me of a dystopian future, like something out of the Lorax. But remember that Weyerhaeuser is not in the business of decimating their land. They own it, and so they'll replant and they'll maintain it for future profits. In fact, they plant over 100 million seedlings a year. But there are some problems with this too. One is that it's going to lead to some people losing their jobs. You won't need as many foresters out in the field, and you won't need as many equipment operators, but you still need people to maintain a lot of this equipment. And so maybe it's a wash. I'm not really sure about that, but I do suspect that net, it'll probably be negative for workers. Then there is the expense that it takes to put all these things into place. Now, for a company like Weyerhaeuser, that's not really a problem. They've got deep pockets and they can invest in all this stuff. But what about a small mill? Small lumber companies are suffering from low prices and increasing costs for things like fuel, labor, insurance, and energy. They don't always have land like Weyerhaeuser to sell to data centers. They can't always afford to implement changes like these. And so what's going to happen is that a lot of these smaller producers are going to get crowded out and go out of business. Now, a lot of that has happened already. And like many industries, the lumber industry has consolidated to just a few huge players. And that kind of oligopoly can lead to higher prices across the board. Now, Weyerhaeuser is very serious about all this. As I mentioned before, they hired a former Amazon Alexa executive to lead their AI expansion, and they hope to add an additional $1 billion in profit each year by 2030 through these initiatives. So in the end, Weyerhaeuser is going to do what's best for them. They're going to focus on expanding their business, controlling their costs, and ultimately making more money. And these kinds of investments in data centers and AI are how they're going to do it. So what do y'all think? Are you seeing similar changes in your own industry? Do you think that Weyerhaeuser's investments in AI are going to pay off and maybe even lead to higher quality lumber? Or is it going to simply serve to crowd out competition and lead to higher prices? Leave me a comment and let me know your thoughts. As always, thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video and learned something. Be sure to hit that like button and share the video with someone who will find it interesting, and I'll see you in the next one.